Hi guys, my name is Vita. Welcome to my live stream. I'm live streaming specially for you from Ukraine. And today you've got me all to yourself for 1 hour. And today topic is looking for love in Ukraine, foreigners becomes victims. For newbies to our channel, before we get started, I would like to show some short video about myself.
Ukrainian women, it's like 5 in 1. It's perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect cookers, perfect lovers, perfect housekeepers, and perfect friends. Every man is a hunter, and every woman is a target. So every hunter wants to get his target. And every target at the end of the day would like to be chased and caught. Believe me, you will be happy with her. This lady, when she gets you, trust me, she will keep you with both hands and never let you go. Believe me, guys, the lady who is really interested in you and who really likes you never will ask you for money, for gifts or for presents from the early beginning of your relations. Why women look for foreign husband? Because women tired of laziness and non-responsibility of our men.
If we're talking about spontaneous sex on the first date, it also can be great for sure if both of you feel the magic and chemistry, but only from physiological side. Regarding psychology, guys, in majority of cases, chemistry is one of the smallest reasons why she may want you just on the first date. So remember, date is always for Ukrainian women is kind of exhibition. She will look at you, she will listen at you, smell you even, and evaluate you to make a general conclusion about your future destiny. So guys, also want to remember that our live streams are for all members only chats. So you must be a member to chat. Yet the good news is that it only costs you less than a Starbucks coffee to chat and even video chat with our ladies, beautiful live streamers. And here is a short video for you, specially about our new Brotherhood membership and how you actually can become a member for as little as $4.
Do you want a high-value, beautiful traditional woman worthy of your love to create your family? Then listen up. Time is our enemy, and complacency breeds failure. So you must get off Tinder, man, and stop dating those feminazis. You see, to get the life you desire and deserve, you've got to wise up and figure this shit out now, or your dreams, they will simply pass you by. First, you need to know that you've been lied to. That's right, despite what all your American dating experience has shown you, I promise you, high-value traditional women are not extinct. You'll see that with your own eyes when you join today. When you join the Brotherhood now, we're practically handing you your success on a silver platter. You'll discover the who, what, where, and how that you never imagined possible for yourself. Would you agree that for you to conquer what's been impossible for you thus far in life, well, you need some help, some guidance, and most importantly, to all success, mentorship. Well, that's all here for the taking when you join our Brotherhood now. You choose the membership level with the game-changing perks you need most to shortcut your success, saving your money, and more importantly, saving your time. Now, I'm gonna ask you for a little favor here. You see, frankly, the problem we've had is those fucking trolls and dick pickers freaking out our live streaming ladies. So we've unfortunately had to make our live chat for members only. So do us both a favor and join up right now. It's less than a bowl of borscht, yet it will help you in spades. Now I'll turn it over to Joseph Ricards to highlight some of the kick-ass perks of each of the 4 different membership levels.
Thanks, Andrew. Okay, level 1, Truth Seekers, is a measly $4 a month. Gets you unlimited live chats, and a free lady cam share so you can ask all your burning questions face to face with our genuine Ukrainian beauties. Level 2, True Believers, gives you 3 free lady cam shares, and at each higher level membership you get more and more lady cam shares with unlimited at level 4. Level 3, Borscht Brothers, gives you a shit ton of goodies. You'll get exclusive access to our Brotherhood closed community, free membership to our $75 a month men's group, Lion's Den, where iron sharpens iron. Level 4, Braveheart Brotherhood, at only $100, yet just the bonus perks alone are worth $510. Check it out. You get all the perks from the first 3 levels, plus you get our coveted scam check service. Listen, man, if you are one of these poor bastards paying per letter to communicate with women from Eastern Europe during our age of free communication apps, guys, you need to wake the fuck up and stop simping, because you know you're only being scammed. And after our scam check, you'll finally understand what's really going on. So once and for all, you'll be able to put your mind at ease. Trust me, whether you join at $4 or $100, this is a complete no-brainer. So go ahead, click the join button now and join our brotherhood. Remember, at any level you choose, you can get unlimited live chats every single day and live cam shares with our beauties.
And guys, who's gonna help me to get the party started with the live cam share right now? So after 2 simple security verification steps, we can talk face to face. Step number 1, become a member of our brotherhood, which you can do by simply clicking the join button located at the bottom left of this video. And step number 2, enter the unique Streamyard link for today's live stream into your browser, and that will bring you just in the studio back end. Your name you enter, remember, must be your exact YouTube name, because that's the only name we have for you from your brotherhood membership. And guys, you will see the Streamyard link in your chat, so you just need simply copy, paste, or type it into your browser, and then you will see live on camera with me. So until I will deliver the topic today, as always, please think about the questions you would like to ask me regarding today's topic or any other one. So everything what is concerning Ukraine, current event, mysterious beautiful ladies, red flags, good signs, dating tips, so whatever you are interested in. And let's get back to our topic, guys, because this topic keeps being, probably the most hot burning, the most painful and hurtful for you also, and for us, for decent Ukrainian ladies, because of course, we know that the reputation of Ukrainian ladies, unfortunately, was spoiled by such scammers, and we are really very sorry for that. But if you will be careful, and if you will be attentive and wise enough, probably you will never get into such trap. So today's topic is looking for love in Ukraine, foreigners become victims. As you know, over the past 10 years, the number of international marriages in Ukraine has doubled. If in 2008, every 30th marriage was concluded with foreigners, and in 2017, every 15th. So now it's even less. So, but Americans and Europeans treat our local beauties with caution. And you know that. After all, abroad, along with the positive image of a Ukrainian woman as a faithful wife, there is another stereotype, unfortunately, a beautiful predator who only lures money. So you need to understand how all these schemes are working and for all these sites are for. So I will give you today a little bit of explanation. So I guess it will be useful for you, and then you will be even more cautious in the future, and it will prevent you from some real losses and some misfortune, So what scammers actually do here in Ukraine, to get you into their trap. So they create actually a whole business model. They take pictures of girls, and as far as we know, they demand to register a girl according to her passport data. So these girls, they actually really exist. But is she married or will she really date with you? You will never know. Penalties for unread messages and double pay for affectionate video chat. This is one of the main conditions for the work of Ukrainian women working in pseudo-marriage agencies. They offer beautiful brides to wealthy foreigners, but they receive thousands of dollars a week from them. However, men traditionally remain without a bride, usually, and without a substantial amount in the account. So the earning scheme is not new. Such agencies have existed for decades and have already earned millions of dollars from gullible foreigners. Some even came to Ukraine to see their chosen one live and at the same time lay out a few $1,000s to demonstrate their financial attractiveness to their beautiful ladies. Usually, employees of such a chat begin to work at midnight. The longer she corresponds with a foreigner, the more money she earns. Foreigner pays for each message an average of $2-4, and they can also send photos, emails, which are much more expensive. For one photo, it can be $5 or $7 even. For a letter, sometimes 12 up to $20. In all cases, both when a foreigner chats and when he comes to Ukraine, he does not have real contact of the lady. They are forbidden to be made public and also forbidden to write your number, send a link to a page on a social networks. So this is strictly monitored by administrators who actually check the correspondence of the translators from time to time and by translators who are present at the real meeting. So if you see this fact, you will understand you are going to be a scam victim. Although foreigners are offered to open sometimes girls' data, her phone number or her email address for a certain fee. However, sometimes having paid money, they receive only one of the numbers that the agency specially buys for such cases. I guess, guys, I don't need to give more details about this type of scam in Ukraine, because we talked about that, I guess, million times already, and I believe all of you already are taught enough and already aware about how it works in reality and how much money you can lose at the end of the day. So I want to talk about other way, how you can get into trap here. Searching for love, of course, searching for Ukrainian love. So the scheme by which marriage scammers work, here will be the explanation. Fraudsters who play on the romantic feelings of a potential victim are one of the most common varieties of trust thieves. Wishing to save you guys from love disappointments and financial losses, I bring to your attention popular scheme according to which marriage swindlers work in Ukraine and neighboring countries, Slavic countries, of course. This scheme I called kind of runaway bride. So risk group. Who is in the risk group? Wealthy older men who are interested in a marriage with a girl much younger than themselves. We also mentioned that yesterday. So events usually are moving absolutely fast. The right one suddenly appears in your life. And although you seem to be, and you know yourself as not to be an impulsive person, it comes to a marriage proposal in a month, if not even less sometimes. There are also very good reasons why the wedding needs to be expedited, and the happy bride readily takes up the organization of the celebration. She chooses the hall, hires decorators and waiters, forms the menu, invents additional entertainment for guests, find some special table decorations. And all this, of course, requires prepayment, and by default, it is assumed that the groom pays. naturally, right? So from the many payments to various contractors, an impressive amount is added, but the wedding promises to be luxurious, of course, and everything would be fine, but shortly before the joyful event, the bride disappears. So doesn't answer phone calls or messages. Her social media pages have been removed. If before that the groom visited her, now it turns out that the housing was even rented for a short period of time. It is also impossible to find her at the place of work or study. As a rule, when promoting another victim, girls either talk about their own small business, so small that it doesn't even need an office, or introduce themselves as a students. So one of the victims said that almost every weekday his young darling asked him to come to meet her to the exit of the university building. She left the building, but as it turned out later, she never appeared even on the list of students of this educational institution. So already after the sudden disappearance of the bride, the groom finds out that she managed to cancel all orders made for the wedding and collect the advance payment. Obviously. Actually, the money, the return to the contractors, becomes the main income of the scammer when implementing this scheme. Therefore, the marriage swindler initially addresses only those who have such a return possible and prefers to pay in cash so that the money is not returned to the groom's account. So, guys, why it works? The main question, why? Before starting to implement this scenario, usually scammer always collects information about the potential victim's previous relationship, his past experience, by studying his profiles on social networks, asking a lot of very personal questions. So you can find out what kind of women the guy had before and who left whom, how they divorced actually, right? How they separated. So the source of such information is acquaintances who love to talk about someone else's personal life. Based on the data obtained, the image of the woman he needs is formed, the complete opposite of his former one, of course. In new relationship, there should be an excess of what was lacking in the past. So it is critical to this scheme that the marriage proposal be made very quickly. Even a very good actress will not be able to maintain the necessary emotional background for a long time because it's difficult. So the classic way to speed things up is to suddenly disappear for a short time. The girl doesn't get in touch so that the man has time to feel an acute shortage of the emotions that she brought. But she reappears soon enough that he actually doesn't have time to get used to her absence and always appears with a convincing explanation. Probably some of you will recognize these explanations right now. It turns out that she ended up in the hospital, her phone was stolen, or something else out of the ordinary happened. So the joy of her return is usually mixed with the fear of loss in the future and the feeling that she needs to be cherished like the apple of an eye. And this is followed almost immediately by a proposal. Preparing for wedding is accompanied by many emotional messages. Here she is glad that she found some very special flowers to decorate the hall. She is worried about where to place her beloved aunt who travels from far away and hates hotels. Probably you need to rent an apartment, separate apartment for her. She's worried that the musicians she wanted to book for the wedding will leave to perform somewhere else. So they can be persuaded by paying in advance. So the marriage swindler will not announce, of course, the total amount. She will break it down into the maximum number of small components. All talk about preparing for the wedding will be conducted in an emotional way. Usually, the man will not notice those moments in her behavior that should have alerted him. So, red flags haven't been seen, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. Something got into my eye. Okay, good. Sorry. So this described scenario of taking money are united by the fact that the attackers who use these schemes are almost impossible to bring to justice, unfortunately. In all cases, we are talking about a voluntarily transferring of money without legal obligations. In addition, the victim is left with the false impression that he himself is to blame for what happened. So most victims do not even go to the police, unfortunately. And one more, I would like to share with you with one more very popular scheme, which is widely used here recently. So the perpetrators lured foreign men to certain restaurants where they were beaten, tortured, and confiscated money and jewelry at gunpoint. So according to investigators, the group has carried out about 150 such attacks since 2020. The police analyzed all calls which they receive on the hotline 102. It's like you have emergency line, right? And came to the conclusion that the crimes were committed by the same group of people. The criminals expected that foreigners would not apply to law enforcement agencies, what actually finally happened, as we mentioned above. 9 girls met foreigners on the Tinder app and invited them to a hookah bar. There, after having a good time with lady, the men received absolutely huge bill with shocking amounts, which of course some of them weren't able to pay. So what happened further? Victims were taken to a closed room where they were beaten and held by force. That's why Tinder and Badoo, such kind of free platforms, can be really dangerous. So you should trust, guys, only trustworthy matchmaking companies. For example, like ours, like Match Guarantee, where you can control the whole process and nothing like that actually can happen. So, guys, that was all information which I prepared for you, and a lot of individual stories, but I decided not to take your time. All of them are horrible, absolutely. Sometimes people lost like $200,000, sometimes even more. Some even managed to buy some property for the future family, and then it turned out to be that even property were made for the different fake people. So it's horrible. So be always very careful and remember about all red flags. If you have some doubts, if you have some hesitations, you always can ask me, for example, or any other live streamer or our beautiful coaches for their professional advice. Just if you feel something inside that something is really, smells. So now I'm getting back to you, to your comments. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming. See you, Tracy. Hello, you were the first today. Thanks for waking up so early. What? Hello, nice to see you too. Okay, what? 13 degrees, but a bit chilly because it's clouded. Another busy day ahead of me. Oh, yeah. Weekends full of streams. So you are on turn, right? You are on duty. Yeah, we have today, by now, we had very good weather too. +6 or +7, but it was very sunny. No wind. So actually the weather was fine, but now I see it's getting spoiled. So next week promises us really good weather, good for BBQ, good for planting, for spending time in the fresh air. So we'll see. Gregory, доброго дня, Vita. Good day to you too. Thanks for coming. And good afternoon. Good afternoon for you too. But what? Much over. Here even has snow. Not as bad as Australia, luckily, with one side being on fire hot and the other freezing over. Yeah. We also possibly can have snow still. I remember last season when I was planting It was beginning of May, I guess, and it was snowing. I was planting strawberry, by the way, and all the peaches and apricots were blossoming just at the moment. And it was absolutely disgusting, frosty weather and a lot of snow. So we even confused the snow, with these flowers falling down from apricot or cherries because they were white. So absolutely incredible show. And of course, after that, you don't have good harvest because bees are hiding and all the future possible fruits, they are just freeze. So yeah. Yannick, hello. Thanks for coming too. Hello, Yannick. Thanks, what for link. So guys, today I tried to make the information a little bit shorter for you, that you guys have more time to ask me questions. Mukadar Swati, I love Ukraine woman. Okay, so you need to do something to get Ukraine woman. So you need to do some actions, some steps, not just staying in your country and waiting that Ukrainian love will come to you by herself. So you need to invest some efforts, some time, some finances, of course. Yeah, and then hopefully you're gonna be lucky. And planning to return to London. Okay, guys, what day this year you have your Easter? Catholic Easter, I guess. We're gonna have it April 16. So I will bake as always. If the situation is okay, come here. I will bake Easter buns as always, and of course I will share with you my photos. I have a personal recipe which I'm using around 12 or 13 years every year, and I never tried anything more because I guess that's the best. It's a little bit expensive, it's tiresome, it takes really a lot of time. Usually I start to do to make it like maybe 5 a.m. and I finish really late, like 10 or 11 p.m. So the whole day I am busy with that, with dough, one time and then another, adding different products in different proportions. So really it's a mess. It's a difficult process. I know some ladies prefer just to buy in supermarket or to bake just one or two, But when I bake Easter buns, I like to share with my beloved neighbors, which I have maybe three, right now, 3 or 4 families I would like to share. Of course, my mom, my mother-in-law, my godmother, the godmother of my kids. So that's very pleasant, and usually we exchange. And I used to get compliments that my Easter buns are the best. So I'm not best at decorations, but as for dough, that's great. So I will show you. Remind me. Renee, hello. Hello, Vita. Do you agree with the rumor, belief that Odessa and Kiev have a large number of scammers? Of course, absolutely. Yes. And Nikolaev too. Yeah. The less scammers, I believe, are in Western Ukraine, I believe. Kiev, of course, Odessa, of course. That's why actually I told many times that I don't like Odessa, really personally. That's nothing to do with the city, but just I know it's a luxurious city, ancient city, with a high quality of service, with a sea, warm climate. But I have some, some inner restrictions. I don't know, because I know really a lot of scammers, not only for love affairs. I mean, not only for you, for foreigners, but even for ordinary people, even for Ukrainians. Whenever you go to Odessa, you need to watch out, always you need to be stressed, not to be scammed, not to be stolen, not to have something to be stolen from you. So I absolutely agree. Nikolaev as well. Yeah. And of course, sorry, Lugansk and Donetsk region. Yeah, I believe the majority of ladies from there who are looking for foreigners, I believe almost all of them, not all, of course, not 100%, that won't be true, because I believe there are also good people, but majority of them, I believe these cities have the biggest percentage of scammers. Yeah, that's my personal opinion. Yannick, on Natasha Club, it costs from 50 cents to 20 cents credits per letter, and it only costs to open letters. Sending letters is free. That's good, but there are much more dating agencies or matchmaking agencies like Natasha Club, all over Ukraine. Much more, thousands of them. And I know that the prices can be different. I don't want to name some companies. I guess you are educated enough already to know them all, because we had a lot of videos mentioning some specific agencies and platforms. So I guess no need to mention them once again. So that depends on how frequently you use such dating sites, right? So if you just open the letter once a week, and you communicate with one lady and she has a chance, your lady or translator, to answer you twice a week, maybe, then probably it won't cost too much. But I know some guys usually have few girls to contact, and if it seems to him that the communication is going smooth and everything is fine, so he will be ready to text and to send letters almost every day. And of course, every time he will be very happy to get her letters also. So you can count then how many dollars or hundreds of dollars will turn all this opening of all these letters, even by 50 cents, So, you know what I'm talking about, right? Michael Sala, does the company actually have a service of meeting the woman in person only, not online date? You're asking about match guarantee? Yes, for sure. Absolutely. Of course. That's why we are here. Because without real meeting, online dating cannot last forever. And we mentioned that in yesterday's stream, that actions and real meeting always much more important than online dating. Of course, due to some circumstances right now, you cannot come to Ukraine, but you can plan that. And still, in Ukraine, there are some safe cities, territories, absolutely safe, like Western Ukraine, where you can go for a week or a few days if you really want to meet your lady, or you can ask her to come to Warsaw, for example. That won't be expensive, or Prague in Czech Republic. That won't be expensive, but that will be a good chance to see another country, to meet lady, and to learn more about her, and to develop actually your relationship. So that's up to you, because war can be lasting not forever, hopefully. Not forever, hopefully. We hope that it will end this year, but who knows? Who knows? Sometimes some experts say it can last 2, 3, 4, even 5 years. We don't know. But anyway, so whoever doesn't want to wait until it's over, remember, you always have a chance to meet your lady even now, in safe place and safe territory. So if you want to know more about the service, you can find the registration link in the description below this video, of course, and then to book a coaching Skype call with one of our coaches, and they will give you absolutely full information about how the service works, how much it costs, what options you have, and actually what the company is providing, what kind of service is providing. I guess that will be very useful for you. That coaching call is free. Skype call is free, absolutely, so you don't lose anything. You can just talk, listen, ask your questions, and get just full information, right? So you're welcome. What? Yeah, PPL. That site shares a database with many other sites. Of course, they share the same database, same girls, just changing, photoshopping sometimes their photos, but usually that's all the same. Yeah. Yeah. Yannick, absolutely correct. I didn't want to mention, but you got me. So, and everybody got me too. Tom, Ramsey, hi, Angel Vita, and Gentleman of Magic Guarantee. Hi, hello, thanks for coming on this Sunday day. Juan Antonio, good day to you too. Thanks for coming too and for joining. Very nice to see all of you guys today. Tom, I think the best way to avoid the scam is to contact a private investigator based in Ukraine. I did this myself. He charged me $500 and found all information about the scammer beach. That's very good advice. By the way, I also was doing that for some of my friends who really got into some problems with their ladies. And by the way, the story was quite interesting. The guy was dating with the lady around 3 years. I'm not talking even about sending her money monthly, but buying a car for her. They are in America preparing for wedding, inviting guests and something. And then girl, after 3 years of absolutely everyday corresponding, she disappears. And then, I hired also private investigator, and we found out. Yeah, I don't remember how much it was paid. Maybe something around $500 or something more. I don't know how much does it cost now, but yeah, not cheap, but at least you won't be fooled. You won't be fooled. And also in that story, there was a special office. Even her passport was on some different family, and her residence registration was on different address, and her phone number even was registered on absolutely different name. So yeah, that's a good way too, if you guys have a possibility. And I don't want to make you paranoid, but if you get acquainted with a lady just by yourself on some applications like Tinder or Badoo or some really suspicious dating sites, right? And which you probably know reputation is not good. So you always can use this option too before investing a lot of money. If you feel you're fooled. But sometimes, when the person start to feel he is fooled, normally no need to continue relationship and no need to dig, because as we in Ukraine say, whenever you start digging, you always will find out something, always. So that's why, yeah, need to wait the worthiness of this. If you don't feel really that your lady is sincere and you feel something is going wrong, it's better to stop earlier. But of course, I know when you fall in love, you really want to know till the end, the full truth. Those sometimes this truth will be very painful and it will hurt. Yeah, but it can prevent you from further not reasonable steps. Yeah. Juan, yeah, thanks. You please like the video, guys. Yeah, I saw, guys, views starting to get reduced, likes too. So thanks, Juan, for remembering the guys. Yeah, it's very important, guys, because the more likes we get, the more we can spread such information to other people that they also know. And of course, it helps us growing. The more we're growing, the more information and chances and possibilities we have to help you as well. Yeah. Thanks, Juan. Tom, Vita, my chicks are doing well. I hope to have eggs soon. Soon? How old are your chicks? They start to bring eggs only after 5-6 months. So you need to wait, or you got them already not babies, because as I understood, you got babies chicks. Tracy, Vita, you need to show those chickens the BBQ to motivate them to give you eggs. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I actually will do. I have some bush, some berry bush. It's very nice berries, but I don't remember exact name. It's violet berries, a little bit long, like this oval, but long. Very nice one, and they are considered to be the earliest to give berries, to give harvest, like end of May, beginning of June, actually. That's why I planted them uh, not a lot, but not just one or two, more like 7 or 8, something like that. So one doesn't want to wake up after winter, and that worries me a lot because they are expensive and good ones, and you need to take care, so to invest in them. And I see it's still sleeping, and I don't like that. So what I did, I actually took it out of the ground, because it has roots, like flat, not deeply inside. So it's easily you can get it out. So I did it like that. I talked to the bush, and they said, listen, if you don't want woke up next week, I will just throw you to the garbage. Then of course I put some special treatment, some medication, some, like, energizer for roots after winter, and water it with the hot water. So, but still no results. We'll see. We'll see. But we used to scare plants here. We have this kind of tradition, if the plant, no matter it's a bush or tree, don't give you harvest, don't give you fruits or berries, you need to talk to it and say, if you won't give me fruit, I will cut you. They say plants understand and then start to give you something finally. So I don't know. Let's see if it will work with my bush. Funny, yeah? Bill, hello, good morning. Hello, hello. How are things in California? We guys have 18 minutes. Tracy, new title for Vita, Vita the Baker. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm not the baker, by the way. I'm not good at baking cakes. Some cakes, yeah, I can do, but I cannot bake masterpieces, like some ladies really, they're fond of baking, fond of cooking, of different dishes, exotic, like complicated dishes. My food is mostly plain and fast. The only thing I really pay attention and invest my time and my efforts, it's Easter buns that I am doing every year, even last year. Even last year, when it was absolutely active wartime here, I was baking. Though my husband said, even don't think about that, because the dough should be mixed and prepared or added something else at the specific time. So we didn't have electricity, and I need to use oven, and most of the time we stayed at that time in shelter in basement, so I need to run away from basement by the right time, mix it, do something, cover it, and then again go to shelter. So it was like, oh my god, but still I manage even in those conditions. Yeah, though it was absolutely insanity probably, but I did, because I say I have a tradition. My kids should eat Easter buns because it's a tradition. I'm doing that every year, and this year won't be an exception. Mm, Yannick, yeah, soon all of Sumi is coming to Vita for Easter buns. Yeah, really, guys, I have absolutely huge pot, huge, like big one, not like a barrel even, really big one. And I'm doing, only if you want to know, I'm using there 16 eggs. 16 eggs, half a kilogram, I guess, of butter, 2 liters of milk, 2 kilograms of flour, 1 kilogram of sugar for sure, raisins, and this yeast, Yeast. How much? 100 gram of yeast. So yeah, and you should do that step by step. It has like few stages, and you need to be careful that on each stage you don't spoil anything, and finally you get the result. So if I will be here till Easter, I will share with you my photos, and you can look at that. Juan, huba, nice buns. Yeah. Somebody of you will do that? No? Or you just buy? Are you buying Easter buns? Firefighting responder, good morning. Thanks for coming. Bill, Vita, do you agree with the rumor that Odessa and Kiev has... Huh? Oh my God, I get confused some comments because it... God, can you hear me, guys? Can you see me? I guess I disappeared for a second, right? Has a large number of available beautiful Ukrainian women for marriage? Absolutely, Bill, absolutely. But that's up to you to choose the correct one, the right one, not in brackets, but literally correct one. Then, of course, so you're welcome. Gudmundur Danielsen, hello. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. We have 15 minutes with you guys. Renee, Vita, in November 2022, an American man was found dead in Colombia. Oh my God. He went on a date with a Colombian lady he met online. Should this be a concern for men thinking about going to Eastern Europe? Oh, Renee, how to answer this question to you? You know, I would tell it's a matter of destiny. It's a matter of chance. You never know. You never have guarantee. Even if you use the best matchmaking company, even if you use the best service, and seems like you got to have the best lady you ever dreamed about, and your relationship going fine, and everything look really fine, there is never guarantee you will get married with her, or even if you get married, that you will have a happy family life. But at the same time, what I would like to say, as we Ukrainians say, if you're afraid of a wolf, don't go to the forest. So that's the same, guys. If you will be just carried away and afraid of everything, absolutely, of all possible risks, you never will get anything and anybody, absolutely. So you need to take efforts, you need to take actions, you need to take some steps, but wisely. So if you feel something is going wrong, then stop. If you feel it's okay, then it's okay. Use good service. So anyway, I don't think you need to worry about that. And that depends, of course, where you will find the lady, on what dating app or on what company. If the company giving you very fine bride's profile and they know it's safe, so actually your dates will be under control. So why not? Why not? Why not? Sometimes looking for cheaper options can bring much more risk and much more danger. But sometimes, due to your fortune, even cheap service can be fine, but expensive one can turn out to be shit. So that depends. You know, every case is absolutely individual. I believe much more happy ends than such like stories like you told, but still you need to be always careful. But that doesn't mean that you need to stay at home to be afraid of everything, not even trying. You know how we say it's always better to regret of what you did, but not to regret about what you didn't do. So hopefully that's understandable what I mean. Tracy, that's fine, I understand, that's fine, absolutely. But what? Bit busy with other stuff. Apologies for the late greeting. That's fine, absolutely. Yeah, Tom Ramsey, baby chicks. Okay, then you need to wait like half a year, I guess. And don't forget to buy them rooster. But I guess among your baby chicks will be some rooster because now it's impossible to understand, I guess, who is girl, who is boy, right? What? Always the example of politeness, of high manners, of culture. I really appreciate that. Cool. Так, Tracy. So you start to give me nicknames, right? So Vita, the angel of the earth, Vita the brain, Vita the baker, Vita the plant whisperer. Yeah, I'm really, guys, when you have some piece of land and you want to use it as much as you can for 100%, and of course even to buy plants here, it's expensive, it costs money, but to buy fruits and berries, as I have kids, I have to, especially when it's a season, it's absolutely incredibly expensive, incredibly, so you cannot afford that. But sometimes you want also some cherry, some raspberry, not only to give kids or to lick the plates after them or to eat the leftovers if they don't want. You know how normally moms and dad used to do. So sometimes I also want to try something. So, of course, when I plant, I really invest a lot of time, money, efforts, power, energy. And of course, I want some good feedback. So that's the same with you. I'm planting knowledge into your brains, guys. And I want a good feedback. Not that you are sitting here for years and asking the same questions, but I want to hear at least next year at least some happy ends and some happy stories, and like that it was really useful, not just talking to you, but like to make you a little bit wiser, smarter, and give you some understanding about real Ukraine, real mentality of Ukrainian, not only women but men, because it will make your future relationship even easier, knowing the disadvantages of Ukrainian men from what Ukrainian women used to suffer here. So you can make, based on these knowledges, you can make your relationship with her better, you know. Of course, if that's up to your personality, definitely, right? If you're not kind, I cannot make you kinder, right? So that should be in your heart. But giving you some additional knowledge, hopefully it will make you more successful. That's the same feedback what I expect from my plants. So I'm waiting for gathering some good harvest from you guys. When you start sharing with me nice stories, romantic stories, successful stories. Juan, at the gym, it's leg day. My legs are too skinny. Oh my God, let's change the legs. I will give you mine, you will give me yours. I can share some kilograms with you if you want. Supavita, the fearless baker. Yeah. Today, by the way, I told you yesterday that last time was quite silent, but today was not silent again. Miken Luke Fernandez, Estilore. I guess in your language that means hello. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. My friend Dan Michael Bajad has a crush on you. Cool. I can make some crush on some of you still, though I am not under 30. That's great. Great news. Thanks for compliment, for nice words. Tracy, okay. Yeah, for a couple of seconds I got... Yeah, guys, we have just 6 minutes. I see we don't have enough time to answer all your questions. Rinne, your question. Vita, reports this morning indicate that Putin was in Mariupol, at night, and was driving the car by himself. But previous day, he was in Crimea. So what our people said, the day before yesterday, he said goodbye to Crimea, and last night he said goodbye to Mariupol. like he said farewell. So we'll see. He met with citizens. Please share your comments. I didn't see honestly the interview or any video how he was meeting citizens. I will try to watch because I didn't come across and I didn't have time. But I saw how he was driving. He was driving the car. Guys, I believe the people who stayed in Mariupol, they are pro-Russian people. They are pro-Russian people. So if they are happy to stay with Russia, that's their choice. But anyway, I believe our military forces anyway will at least try. I don't give a guarantee, but at least will try to deoccupy all occupied territories. That's our belief and that's our great hope. So we hope. But if people happy, I don't know how people can be happy under Russia. That's for me, that's impossible. Even I cannot even understand. I wish, guys, I can share with you one video interviewing ordinary people on the Russian streets in the Russian cities. Absolutely incredible things when old grannies saying that the total Ukraine should be smashed up to the ground, burned totally, including babies and kids. It was old lady. She wasn't insane. And I tell you, I honestly tell you, women there are more cruel than a man. Absolutely crazy. The more I listen, the more I watch, the more I hate, honestly. So, yeah, anyway. But if you don't mind, I will try to find some videos and then I can, next time, I can answer your question more detailedly. Tom, I have all female, so now I need a rooster just for eggs. Eggs after rooster will be more fertilized. I believe more nutritious, more substantial. And I believe the normal process without rooster, I think the process of giving you eggs, of bringing eggs, will be more rare and not so stable. So I guess for the beginning, it's better to have just one rooster, just, to accompany them. So guys, unfortunately, we have just 3 minutes with you. 3 minutes with you, Tracy. Your question I will answer and then I have to finish. I never felt at risk in Ukraine. I did keep an awareness of my surrounding and I didn't do stupid things like go out and get drunk. Absolutely. So you don't need to be afraid. Don't look at some other people negative experience. That's not your destiny, not your fortune. But you need to be careful and wise. That's the main thing. And do right choice. So I know a lot of American guys who came to Ukraine alone, not even having me as an assistant, and living by their own, and absolutely nothing bad happened to them. I'm not talking even about searching the love here, but just living. They get accustomed, they get used, they learn language slowly, they go shopping, they go to gym. Of course, sometimes they need some help, that's fine, but nothing scary happens with them. If God gives you, if God decide, you can sink into the spoon of water. We say like that. So you never know where it can happen. Just be wise and smart. Guys, unfortunately, I see you have more questions, but I have to go because I guess some other stream will start soon. So I'm absolutely grateful for all of you who joined me and came today and to make this pleasant atmosphere, for asking me good questions, right? So I love all of you. I wish all of you nice, perfect Sunday. Have a rest. Enjoy your time. We're gonna meet with you next Friday, same time, 4 p.m. Ukrainian and 9 a.m. Eastern time. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give me your likes because we need that. Who still didn't subscribe? do that, and don't forget to press notification bell button. For those who just joined our channel, I see some new guys we have. I will put on some short video what about our channel is. Thanks for your great words and goodbye to everybody.
Our channel is the world's first of its kind, providing free live streaming every single day for you. 7 days a week with the real, genuine, beautiful Ukrainian ladies. Now you have the opportunity to video chat free 7 days a week with different, beautiful Ukrainian girls of all ages and walks of life. You get to ask all your deepest, burning questions about all things Ukraine, Ukraine culture, Ukraine women, and Ukraine current events. And if you come to enough of our live streams, you might just discover what makes us mysterious Ukrainian women tick. Okay, so we will see you live every day over at ukrainedating.tv.
Goodbye, guys.